In high school, we had a wide array of FACS classes, and they were always my favorite. So whenever I had room for extra credits, I always tried to make sure it was something FCS related.
I did not take any FCS classes in high school. I wish that I would have.
I took a biomedical science class, so I would say that's kind of when I decided dietetics was for me.
I always knew I wanted to go into a field that dealt with working with people. I just didn't exactly know how to go about that, but when I blended kind of my interests in FCS and helping people, I thought that being an FCS teacher in the classroom would be a perfect place to be.
In high school is when I realized that I wanted to work with kids. I knew that I wanted to help people, but then coming to college, I decided what age range I wanted to work with.
I hadn't thought about coming to MNSU until I had a conversation with my high school advisor, and she recommended that I come here based off my interests, so I did.
MSU offered my major of study, which was dietetics. So I didn't really decide to pursue much else just because dietetics is kind of few and far between. There's not really very many universities that offer dietetics. And I've heard that this dietetic program specifically is really strong.
What I love most about the FCS department is how close-knit and passionate everyone is in this field of study. I've never had a peer or a classmate that doesn't love what they're doing. It might be intimidating to come into a classroom at first when you might not know anyone, but I always end up leaving the classroom having built those strong relationships and friendships.
Initially, I thought MSU was going to be this big college with these large lecture halls of like hundreds of people, but now that I'm here, I realize that they are very smaller rooms.
Just being able to be on campus, being able to get involved with our campus kitchen and just different things like that has allowed me to grow a little bit more professionally as well, so I can get more perspective and get more skill set, I guess, going into becoming a registered dietitian.
I also love how new and modernized all of our labs and equipment are, so it makes me feel very fortunate to be at a school where everything is super new.
There's only a few faculty members, so you get to have that really close, deep relationship with your professors.
The professors and the way they teach their classes make you feel comfortable.
One of my favorite classes I've taken is food and culture, and it's super good to be hands-on in the lab. We were learning all about the different kinds of foods while also the cultures of where they come from.
We got to have this play day with kids. We went to a park that ended up getting rained out, so we went to a local church, and we brought things from home that you normally wouldn't play with. It was just kind of seeing them build things out of nothing.
So one of the classes that we take as part of the dietetic coursework is food production management. So we have to plan a meal event for 50 people. We have to do a survey at the end, and we get graded based on food waste, leftovers, and different things like that.
My advice for future Mavericks would be to go for what you're passionate about. Don't really listen to people who are like, oh, teachers don't make a lot of money or things like that. I think what you're gonna get most out of in your career is something that you love and that you're passionate about and things that you can kind of pass on to others.
So the biggest thing that I've learned in so many ways is just being able to get involved and just expand your perspective within the field. A lot of people aren't sure exactly what they want to do with their life. What I would say to them is maybe academics can only teach you so much, but being able to go out and do those volunteer opportunities, is it something you're passionate about? Is it something you wake up every day and say, I love this, I want to go to it? It just really teaches you, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.